yung windmills po, dinadayo ng mga tao, ng mga local and international tourists. First in Southeast Asia. Ang title po, of course, it was BBM's project written by G.A. De La Cruz. Yan. Sabi rito, Rappler did not even bother to check. Ano po ito? Bigyan ko kayo ng background. Ito po yung tungkol sa windmills, yung wind farm sa Bangi, Ilocos Norte na may umiikot na mga chismis, may mga attacks against Bongbong Marcos, saying na propaganda po, black propaganda, na yung windmill farm implemented doon sa Bangi, Ilocos Norte, hindi man na niya yan project ni Bongbong Marcos, wala man na niya yung kinalaman si Bongbong Marcos. Yung Northwind, anong company yon? Northwind, mamaya, basahin ko po sa inyo. Electric company yata yon. Danish company po. Yun na niya yung nag-implement. So, with that, binasag po ngayon yung mga propaganda. Kasi, may kwan doon, may napanood ko yung isang video. Siguro ang nag-produce noon, yung camp ni Bongbong Marcos, telling us na ito yung mga projects, isa sa mga projects ni Bongbong Marcos noon. Kasi gustong palabasin nila, si Bongbong Marcos, wala man ginawa yan. Diba? Yan ang gustong palabasin. Pagkatapos ngayon, tatakbong Pangulo, wala man na niyang ginawa yan. Wala yan na zeroan niya yan, performance dyan sa Ilocos, ng gobernador. Ayaw. So ito'y sinulat mga kababayan ng taga doon mismo. I think administrator ito ng Ilocos Norte. Sabi dito, I am taking about the now famous Bangi windmills in Ilocos Norte, which Rappler has falsely and maliciously claimed was not BBM's Bongbong Marcos project. In a so-called fact-checking report, Rappler claimed this without bothering to check the origin and eventual implementation of the project, that the same was done by a private company, Northwind Power Corporation pala. Of course, Northwind was the project developer, but Rappler should have dug deeper to inform its readers that the project was essentially a kind of public-private partnership set up in the 1990s during Marcos' second term as governor of the province. It was he who broached or actually hammered the idea for the local electric cooperative, INEC, or INEC, to issue a take-off document, a kind of power purchase agreement to ensure the usage of the plant's output. It was also BBM who got the DNR and the other government agencies to assist in securing the leases on the project site involving 28 huge windmills, fast-track permitting, securing the areas, and otherwise ensuring that the project gets implemented in the soonest possible time. It was also BBM who assured the project developers in the Danish government, who provided the grants and interest loans as well as the supplier, Vestas, that everything will be properly and responsibly handled to set up Southeast Asia's first wind farm. Imagine that. Di ba nakakatawa ito? Ngayon nga nakita natin na yung windmills po, dinadayo ng mga tao, ng mga local and international tourists. First in Southeast Asia, pag pumunta ka kasi doon mga kababayan, parang nasa ibang bansa ka. Ganon ka-advance, ka-progressive, mag-isip si Bongbong Marcos. Kaya masyadong, tawag dito, insecure itong mga kalaban ko. You don't have the same brain kasi. The rest of the presidential candidates, backward kasi kayo mag-isip. Di ba? And that's the reason why si Bongbong Marcos landslide palagi, run away sa mga surveys. Kasi alam nila kung ano ang pagkatao ni Bongbong Marcos, paano mag-isip. Di ba? Matalino si Bongbong Marcos. Totoong matalino. Ang gusto nilang gawing matalino si Lumi. Kahit anong gawin mo. Sa pagsasalita pa lang, bilad na bilad. Hindi po talaga tatalab yung mga paninira ninyo. Kaya nga, based sa pinalabas na bakit daw laging lamang si Bongbong Marcos. Sabi rito, nasa na yun? Ipakuhan ko sa inyo po. Sa mga survey, bakit lamang lagi si Bongbong Marcos? Sabi ng mga analyst, kasian niya nawala. Ito pala. Epektibong messaging. Singit ko po ito. Epektibong messaging. Susi sa pangunguna ni Marcos sa survey. Tama yung messaging niya. Iyong ganito, anong message noon? Nuggets ninyo. Si Bongbong Marcos, yung commercial niya, nakita ninyo yung windmill muna, tapos ipinasa doon sa mga tao, bata, etc. Ano yung mensahe na anong tawag doon? Yung totoong windmill, nanghawakan ni Bongbong Marcos, comes now yung windmill na gawa sa papel. Di ba? Ang ganda ng pakagawa ng political ads, ipinasa sa mga tao. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Napakalinaw. Kung ano yung ginawa niya na mga projects, ipapasa natin anya sa kapakinabangan ng mga tao. And that is all for the benefit of the people. Di ba napakalinaw? Sa mga bata, sa mga workers, sa mga professionals, to everyone. Yung ganito, ano ang ipapasa mo doon? Yung kapangyarihan ng magic. It's the first wind farm. In short, sabi rito, he was not only present at the project establishment, he was, for all intents and purposes, the proponent. Intindihan ninyo? Mga bleeding hearts. Bleeding hearts kasi kayo. Renewables and Energy Development Hub always been on BBM's advocacies. The initiative to precisely harness the province's renewable resources was originally stated and affirmed in the Provincial Development Plan which was completed with assistance from various national and international agencies during BBM's first term as governor from mid-1982 to February 1986. This project, like now aging tomato processing plant, Northern Foods Corporation, the country's only tomato processing plant, which was set up during his first term, would have been completed much earlier. I should know, sabi po ng writer. Bakit? I am a native of Bangi and I was BBM Special Assistant and Provincial Administrator. Ayon, kaya naman pala alam na alam niya. During his first term and served as advisor during his second term when the windmill project was undertaken. Ano ka ngayon, Maria? When Rappler issued that fake fact-check report, I thought, what else is new? It has always been about its own agenda, not about the facts, much less the truth. Sabi po ng writer dito. Gawa kasi kayo ng kwento, yung mahirap-hirap na ma-check at mabisto na nagsisinungaling kayo. Gawa kayo ng kwento kasi, yung mga ang dali-daling i-check. Yan lang, we cannot expect na magsasabi nga kayo ng totoo kasi iyan din yung trabaho ninyo. Dinisinyo kayong ganyan. Yan yung mga kababayan. Yan lang po ang gusto nating i-share ngayon sa inyo. Pasko naman, kaya wag na muna tayong mag-discuss ng kung ano-ano pa. Hindi lang natin ito mapalampas, mga kababayan. Kasi mahirap naman na kapasko-pasko, kasinungalingan pa rin yung pinapalaganap nitong mga kalaban, mga kababayan ni Bongbong Marcos. Okay po? So, yun lang muna. Maraming salamat po sa patuloy ninyong pagsubaybay sa ating mga videos uploaded dito po sa Dante Talks. At maraming salamat po. 28,000 plus na po tayo, yung mga subscribers. Pakiclick lang po ninyo, subscribe. And yung views natin sa ating channel umabot ng 1,200,000 plus. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Maagang advance na kon po ninyo ito sa akin. Regalo sa aking birthday sa Monday. At saktong regalo ninyo sa akin ngayong Pasko. So, Merry Christmas talaga. Di ba? Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye po. God bless. Merry Christmas.